Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this day. It is Wednesday, and it is May 16th, and I'm going to tell you about the weather in just a moment. No drizzle this morning, like I said there would be, but maybe later on today. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. On our show today, we have Tony Smart. She is one of the candidates for Orange County Auditor Controller, so we'll meet her and get her views on that position why she is running, also her background as well. Then from the El Toro Pharmacy, we have Valley Cali here, and he brought some mobility devices. In fact, that's going to be our first segment. We'll find out about those. And he also services repair and installations for all kinds of different devices. Then from the Saddleback Emeritus Institute, we have a gentleman that teaches estate planning, always a good thing to know. And then finally, a transportation update. Karen Solis will be here, operations specialist, and she's going to sit down with Lisa. They got several different slides to go through. There's always kind of different things to talk about and different places that they're going, and so pay attention because you might want to take one of their jaunts over to one of the local shopping centers. Now, as far as meetings go today, we have a couple meetings. The traffic hearings, they happen at 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock, but pay attention because the 9 o'clock one is in the boardroom, the 1 o'clock one is in the Pine Room, and if you are going to one of these, you already know which one that you are slotted to go to. Also, the Thrive Project Task Force, if I can talk, the Thrive Project Task Force is at 9:30 today in the Cypress Room. Now, let's get to the weather. And as I said originally, we're going to have some drizzle this morning from that low pressure system. Well, that low pressure has kind of weakened a little bit. It's taken more of a northward turn. It was around the center of the state, kind of moving east, and then it went a little bit north. Now, it may drop down here. A couple of the reports I saw saying still a chance overnight tonight. We're going to get some drizzle into tomorrow, but it's actually going to be warmer and clearer today than I said yesterday. So a chance of late drizzle coming in, some scattered clouds for sure, but still a very nice day. As you've been seeing that the last few days, the afternoons just become beautiful and beautiful evenings. I keep telling you, it's sort of this reverse clearing where the coast is clearing quicker than inland, and that could be the case today as well. Tomorrow, again, I still have partly cloudy with a chance of morning drizzle. That could change, as I told you, this little system, which isn't much of anything now. It was bringing a decent amount of rain up to Northern California and the Sierras, but right now it's really kind of weakened. So we'll see, and if anything, it's gonna be more than a drizzle. And then as we move forward, you can see things are going to warm up a little bit on Friday, but more so for the weekend. We'll get to maybe back to near normal. Normal right now should be about 76, 77 degrees or so. So it's really pleasant weather out there. Let's look around and the area, and you can see that we're going to be mostly in the low to slightly mid 70s. Beaches are going to average about 67 degrees. If you're heading down to San Diego around the Mission Bay area or downtown, about 71, so beautiful down there. Arrowhead only getting up to 59 today. Remember last week they were near 80 degrees, so for a few days. And Palm Springs, they're holding pretty darn steady at 92 degrees. So there you have it for our weather. Real pleasant out. I love this weather. You can wear your shorts in the afternoon and then get a little bit of chilly in the evening, but really nice. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Diane's Hallmark is a family-owned Gold Crown store that is much more than just a card store. Our women's department has apparel, accessories, and jewelry featuring Vera Bradley and Bagalini handbags. Our religious department carries many different Christian books and Bibles, plus a great selection of Christian gifts. Of course, we have a large selection of cards and gift wrap as well. Come in and experience our personalized service.
I'm Dr. Trin. You may know me from Memorial Care, Alzheimer's Orange County, and Irvine Clinical Research. Alzheimer's is the third leading cause of death in Orange County. The problem is, we're making this diagnosis way too late, after the damage is done. We don't want to wait for this to happen. We want to catch this early. Please come see me for a free consultation and discuss ways to minimize your risk for Alzheimer's disease.
Different is powerful, yet calming. Different is a friendly smile. Different is accepting, not judging.
Different is the unexplained, left to the imagination.
A day without plans, to walk, to explore, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable. Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
Well, from El Toro Pharmacy today, we have Billy Colley, and he is the installation and repair specialist. I'd like to welcome you to the program.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, we
thanks
always
for
get
having
a
me.
great people over from El Toro Pharmacy, so it's nice to meet
It's
you.
a good thing, I hope.
Yeah, and what we're going to really talk about today, a couple things. We're going to talk about your role with El Toro Pharmacy first, and then we're going to get into these mobility devices. So first, tell me about some of the stuff that you do, installation, repair. You kind of help the repair, like when the mobility devices come in, wheelchairs and things like that?
Yes, sir. So first of all, I manage the DME mobility products. For example, like the smallest would be this guys that I have in front of me, the rollators, or your regular
That's what they're
canes.
called, rollators.
Rollators. So your trifold, this guy right here would be your cruiser. And they both comes with spring adjusted brakes and all the nice fancy little wheels that comes with. But I also do vehicle lifts, mobility lifts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they lift your scooters or your whatever power chairs.
So you install those?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
And also we do stair lift installations and repair. That's to take you from the first floor to the third floor, whatever, how many floors you have in your house. And we do also vertical platforms and
video on this.
And signature. Yeah, as you see on that video that we have there, that's a nice little fold-up scooter.
Yeah, I like those. That's, you know, it's amazing. You look at some of these nowadays, how compact they can really become and how lightweight they've become,
Yeah, they can.
right?
Yeah, they either majority of them you can break them down into 5 different pieces for easy transportation.
Yeah.
And some of them, like the one that we have right now on the show right now, it's that little trifold. I mean, it folds up
That's
a nice little
amazing.
suitcase. You drag down in the airport like you were dragging your suitcase back with you.
Yeah, the engineering behind that
Yeah,
is
awesome.
amazing. But
Amazing.
you also do, as you said, like with vehicles, like the vans and things like that, you can put the lifts in there.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I do both interior and exterior. So it doesn't matter, whatever looks that you like, we'll make that happen.
All right,
for
so if
you.
I need help getting the bike rack on my car, and
Yeah, you
maneuvering
just give me a call
we'll
and I
give you
show
a
up.
call. Okay, let's talk about these, and they're called rollators.
Yes, sir. So this would be your basic, when it comes down to your walkers style. So you got a nice little economical grip right here, and you form in your palms, and you got spring-loaded brakes,
Okay.
which you have right here.
All right.
Kind of like your bicycle brakes almost. Okay. So you got a couple options here. So if you push down on the brakes, it locks.
Okay,
The
yeah,
back
that's
wheel
nice.
right here. So, or you can slowly, or you can easy, just squeeze a little bit, it will slow down, or you can squeeze it all the way and will stop.
Oh, I like these so much better than just those walkers
standard
that people
walkers,
have.
yeah. So
because, you know, they just slide, or people put the
You
tennis
see them
balls on.
sometimes pick it up, you know.
Yeah.
It puts so much strength.
This is so much better. Now, let me ask you, are these adjustable for the height of the person?
Yes, sir.
They
So
are, okay.
Nova, this company came out with this guy, so you can adjust the arms.
Oh, great.
And the beautiful thing with this guy, the only one that has it, is that you can also adjust the seat height, which is
Oh,
very
that's
important.
really nice, yeah.
Very important. You know, because you definitely want to have. So this guy comes ready for you to fit somebody.
Yeah, and you've got a little storage area
Yeah.
here, so when you go shopping or something.
Shopping, got a nice little seat.
Yeah.
And you got this guy right here, which is your for your backrest.
Oh, very nice.
so you don't fall out of
I mean, this is great. And so, again, so much better than just the walkers.
So much better, yes.
Much more stable.
Yes.
And
Yes,
the
sir.
fact you got the seat and you can take it where you go.
And you can walk, and the beautiful thing about this guy is that when you want to rest, all you have to do is pop this brake, you turn around, and have a seat.
Very nice. All right, I'm going to sit. You talk. I'm gonna
Okay.
sit on that. There we go. No,
Yeah.
I mean, really, these are really. These
Yeah,
are
they're awesome.
Yeah. All right.
So-
now this is more.
So
and
this
is this an upgraded model or just slightly?
So this is slightly a different style,
Okay.
just for the fact that it is lighter.
Okay.
Lighter.
Oh, really?
A lot
Oh,
lighter.
wow.
So you take your regular standard walker, you put nice 4 wheels right here. You add the same braking system as that one there.
Okay.
And you got a nice little backrest here, a seat that will come up. And the beautiful thing about this is the
Okay.
storage options of it.
Yeah. Now, so this is a little bit more akin to a standard walker with
Yes, sir.
added features. Okay.
For those who were so used to this and don't want
Yeah.
to change it all,
Yeah.
we made a little change.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what are you can add storage options to this?
Yes, sir. So that you can buy bags, you can buy pouches that will mount on the front here, or the sides, or you can have
This
a
is
bag.
great.
And they're awesome.
Yeah,
Amazing.
and to me, again, gives somebody so much more mobility if they're going to the shopping mall, if they're going to the grocery store.
Yes,
you
sir.
have places to put things on. The walkers, you really don't, or if you do, you're now going like this. Now, is it hard? Because, people like what they like. Is it hard when someone comes in to get them from a walker to something like this because they might be going, well, there's wheels on there, I might
Yeah.
slip and...
Yeah, it is a hard adjustment, but like you can tell them it is like once you just take a couple practice and it's gonna be so much easier.
It makes so much more sense. I mean, it really does.
Why pick it up when you can roll with it?
Yeah, really
Why take the
nice.
extra step of picking up that walker to move it forward when you can just roll and brake with just your hand?
Yeah, great idea. Now, I know besides these, you have different models of these, and with these, I've seen different kinds that you can get. I mean,
So
there's
many out there.
It's amazing how many there are out there, right?
Yeah, the options is so many.
Yeah.
Whatever you like. The best thing is that when you want to get fitted, is that you want to actually sit on the chair.
Yeah.
So there's so many options because you never know. If this one you like the seat or you like the width a little better or.
And beyond that, of course, El Toro Pharmacy has all the other different. I mean, obviously, we saw in the piece there, you fixing one of the scooters. You have scooters, you have wheelchairs, just whatever people want, right?
For almost all your everyday living
Yeah.
mobility products, we sell them at El Toro Pharmacy, and we have a pretty good amount of variety of products on the floor already, ready for you to try them out.
And that way, people too can see how they fold up. I think that's one of the issues people have is how am I going to fold this up? And hopefully they have someone that can help them with some of them.
Yeah,
but some people are mobile enough; they may need the scooter on occasion if they're out somewhere for a long time, but want to know how can I store this? How do I charge it when it comes to scooters? Right?
And we answer all those questions for you. We'll help you from step 1 to step 20 or to step 100. However many, there's no wrong questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask
Ask the
we're
questions.
ask the question, as much questions you can about
Very
that product.
good. And if you need something installed, this is the gentleman that can help you out, right?
Yeah, yes,
or
sir.
something repaired.
Yeah, so
now,
for anything.
If somebody brings a device in that needs repairing and they got it somewhere else or whatever, that's fine. You guys do a repair
Yes, we do
service.
repair on any product.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if you bought it down the street from our competitor or you bought it online. You bring it in, we take a look at it and repair it for you.
Okay, and you do the stair lifts as
Yes,
well.
sir.
Wow.
Stair lift.
So you do it all.
That's a nice product.
Yeah.
Especially for those, if you bought your home 40 years ago or 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's a two-story, and
Yeah.
why sell your nice home that you worked so hard for
Yeah.
to downgrade yourself? That's like, we can make it happen where you can stay at home at your own comfort, and love your home
Yeah.
that you spend so much money on.
Yeah, I totally
So-
agree. Great to meet you, sir.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's wonderful. And thank you for bringing these in because it really shows all the different options that are available. And the key thing is go to El Toro Pharmacy and the folks down there are going to find the right thing for you. They're going to fit you And that way you can find out, maybe you like this style, maybe you like that, maybe you want something totally
A
different.
little bit more fancy.
Yeah, they'll have it for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, fella.
I
Good,
appreciate
good to
it.
see you. I
Thank-
hope we see you again.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, we will. All right, take care.
Thank you again.
The information's on the screen, and of course, El Toro Pharmacy is right down there in Moulton Plaza. You know where that is. And check them out. Go in. And by the way, last time we had Christine on, if you have pets, they can help you with pet medications at a far less cost than the veterinary
Yes, sir.
place, right?
Yeah, that's Christine's for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
love it. All right.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Yeah, she told me to.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
You may know AgeWell for delivering life-saving Meals on Wheels to homebound seniors, but did you know they keep seniors active and engaged at 10 modern centers? Serve nutritious congregate meals amid friendly surroundings, transport seniors safely to and from appointments, and provide much-needed equipment and other essential services. Now, this vital nonprofit organization needs your support to sustain its mission. This is AgeWell Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
With me right now is Tony Smart, and she is running for the Orange County Office of the Auditor Controller. Welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the first thing I want to ask, and we're going to get into your background in just a moment, is explain the auditor and controller. Because let's be honest, people go down the ballot and they see people running for Congress and all this. They get down to some of the offices around Orange County, and they're like, what's an auditor controller? Why am I even going to want to vote for that?
Very good point. You know, I've been out talking with the community, and I run across all types of people, and they're asking me, who is the auditor controller and what do they do? So, you know, we are really kind of the behind-the-scenes support function for the county. When I say that, I mean that we're the ones that are the bill payers, right?
Yes.
We're paying the county payroll, 17,000 employees. We're paying out billions of dollars in vendor invoices and for community programs. And one thing that people may really know or are familiar with is the property tax bills. So we're unfortunately those people, we take the assessor's role.
Right, because you're not the assessor.
We're not
you're
the
not
assessor.
the one who says this is what you need to pay.
Right.
So you can't get mad at them.
Exactly. I guess you could get mad about the calculation of the tax.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of people do confuse that between what
Yeah.
the assessor does and what the auditor
Yeah.
controller does. So yeah, we apply the tax rates. We call it extending the rule.
Okay.
And then we pass that over to another elected official, which is our treasurer tax collector.
Okay.
And they're the ones that are collecting the property taxes. Just a couple of other little things there, I wouldn't say little, they're big, is we prepare the county's financial statements, a big job, as you
Okay.
can imagine.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of the fence, we are also auditors of the county. And we're looking at
Okay.
what I call, in layman's terms, checks and balances
Okay.
to do with
So
financial information.
would that mean in some cases, would you be almost autonomous as the auditor? Because you're a county employee if you get elected, but on the other hand, you're sort of watchdogging certain areas of the county. Would that be a fair way to say that, and making sure that their checks and balances are correct?
Absolutely. You know, we are what you call the watchdog,
Yeah. Okay.
and looking at the check and balances going across county departments. The interesting element of this is we also, under the same umbrella, the auditors are looking at the same office because we have the accounting side of things.
Okay.
And so we have to have that, you know, what we call the firewall
Yeah.
there to keep those, the independence.
Okay, that makes sense. So let's talk about your background. Now, you
Okay.
did work for the office at one time.
Yes.
And, you know, because if people look up your name, they'll see there were some issues there,
Yes.
some lawsuits going back and forth, and that sort of thing. So tell me about your time there, and why now are you deciding to run for this, and also your qualifications.
Sure. I was at the County of Orange for 15 years,
Okay.
and I spent 9 of those in the Auditor Controller's office.
Okay.
Just to go back to my last position, it was the Director of Internal Audit.
Okay.
And I was in
All
that
right.
role for several years. I also was on the accounting side and held accounting management titles over the financial statement
Okay.
preparation, things like that.
So you're a CPA?
Yes, I am
Okay.
a certified public accountant. I have been since 2002.
Okay.
And so I have about 22 years of government accounting and auditing experience. So I think that makes me absolutely qualified for a auditor controller position.
Okay.
So going back to your question about
Right.
what happened in there, I did leave. I had no desire ever to run for office. I was kind of the behind the scenes support person. And I decided to run on March 6th, literally last minute.
Okay.
And the reason I decided to run was because a lot of my colleagues were coming to me and they're asking me to please run. We need another name on the ballot. We need another option because we don't like what's happening in the office currently.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
so that drove a last minute decision.
All right. And so, yeah, obviously, I don't know what the deadline was. It was right
March
around
9th.
Yeah, I was going to say it was mid-March. I knew that, but I didn't know exactly it was that close. So what are some of the issues that you were looking at? You get into the office, let's say you get elected. Are there certain things you'd like to see done differently or certain issues? Because obviously, some of the political offices, there are real issues that they talk about the homeless, they talk about this and that.
Absolutely.
Being an audit controller, no offense, people are going, well, what are their issues? You know, is it you want to change the accounting practices, maybe the way things are looked at, that sort of thing?
Well, first and foremost, I talk about restoring integrity. And I was actually reading your poster in your lobby here, this 365 statements of integrity. And what do I mean by that? I mean that the auditor controller sets the example. So if you're looking at being the taxpayer watchdog, you have to look in and you have to say, okay, well, how am I running my office? How am I spending my money?
Okay.
And so number one is that I will cut, you might say, any non-essential positions that do not support the core function.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a number of people that were hired in the last couple of years to perform roles that have nothing to do with accounting or auditing. And so that's about $750,000 right there that
Wow.
I would cut
Okay.
pretty quickly. And that's really important to me. The other things that I would do is I would look at the transparency. And I say that because I've been out in the community. I met with Habitat for Humanity, the president, and talking to her about you know, what information would help them with, for example, looking at affordable housing.
Okay.
And so I'd like to improve the transparency of financial information and make it user-friendly to the community.
Okay.
So they could ask the good, you know, the right questions about how money's being spent. Mental Health Service Act money, for example. All of a sudden, everybody's shocked about, why do we have all this money? 189 million, I'm hearing different numbers. And so that is a role that the auditor controller could have, where we could provide that information in a user-friendly format and get that out to the community.
Right, because you know, a lot of times you're absolutely right. All of a sudden, all this money is being spent on these different issues, these different causes. Whether or not you're for them or think they're good or bad, that's not the point. The point is, it's like, where did this money all of a sudden come from? My taxpayer money that now almost $200 million is available for this. Where's it been? Where's it been sitting? Why now?
Exactly, why now?
Yeah.
And you know, we have Senate
point.
Bill 2, which is the, I believe it's called the Home and Job Act.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's another, it's going to be another pot of money coming down to the county.
Right.
And you know, I'm looking at that as I look into, you know, the role of the auditor controller, one, ensuring that the money is coming to the county, and two, that the county is spending the money according to what's required, and getting the information back out to the public so we don't have another issue of why do we all of a sudden have $180 million and it's not being spent. So those type of things are really important to me. Third of all, because I am an auditor, I was the director, check and balances with all of the funds and the money and how, we call it, you know, in our layman terminology, things like segregation of duties, and typically you don't know about that until something goes wrong and all of a sudden money is missing,
like back in the mid-90s, right?
Exactly.
Where a lot went wrong.
So we want to prevent all of that from happening.
All right, very good. Now, you just changed your website as far as the address for the website, because I know it was a long one. It was kind of hard to find for people online. So now you simplified it. It's just tonysmart.us.
I did. You know, I did set up my own website, you know, not spending any tax money. And so I did get some input about that, about shortening my website, and I agreed with that.
Yeah, it was good, because I told Tony beforehand, the last couple of days I went to look you up, and it was hard to find your website. I finally found it because I had your flyer here.
Yes,
so,
yes,
you made it a lot simpler.
Yes.
And you can find out more about why she's running there and about the issues she hopes to, if she gets elected, to bring forward and change. And I really appreciate you coming on today.
Well, thank you very much. I want to leave with you my hat.
All right, very good.
And it's, you know, vote smart, and it's just for everybody to vote smart when they go down the ballot.
Yeah, you got to go down the ballot.
Down the ballot, all the way
it's
down.
It's a big ballot this time around.
So vote smart and vote Tony Smart. Thank
all right.
you.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Pleasure meeting you.
Okay,
Take care.
You too.
And we'll be right back.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru, where families come first. As a family-ran dealership, your family's safety is our #1 priority. Come in and find the perfect Subaru from the largest selection of Subarus in Orange County. All models are top safety picks by the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. We offer the ideal balance of safety, performance, and economy. Irvine Subaru, more Subarus, more safety, more performance, more love.
Hi, I'm John Bowser-Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha-Na-Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.
I'm Dr. Ray Floberg, and I want to welcome you to our brand new facility here in Laguna Woods. We've been serving the community since 2006, and we're super excited to bring you an awesome team of doctors, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Asaturians, Dr. Vian, myself. here to serve you in our brand new state-of-the-art facility. Call us in the morning and we'll get you in the same day, guaranteed.
Hello, Laguna Woods. My name is Rick Bradford, and I am the pastor of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to join your friends and neighbors right here in Clubhouse 5 every Sunday as we worship, as we enjoy a free breakfast, and as we learn from our pastor, Rick Warren, the author of the best-selling book, The Purpose-Driven Life. Please be assured that you will be warmly welcomed at either our 9 or 11 a.m. service. I look forward to meeting you personally.
Hi, welcome back. We have Jim Fry, who's here on behalf of Emeritus, who's going to tell us a little bit about estate planning and legacy planning, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your background in this particular area.
My background has been predominantly in this community. I came here 34 years ago and started doing the gift and estate planning for Saddleback Hospital.
Okay.
And then for the last 23 years, I've been doing the same type of work for Mission Hospital.
Right.
And in the last couple of years, I've been working with Saddleback College with the Emeritus program, talking about essentially the same elements of gift and estate planning.
Right, right. So you went from Saddleback Hospital to Mission Hospital and now Emeritus. So you've got a lot of experience in this
I would
estate
think
planning.
so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what is it that estate planning really is when it's in regards to hospitals and other organizations?
I even take the organizations out because estate planning is essentially, I like to sit down with people and say, okay, you're here. Where would you like to be? Most people don't even think about it, let alone have a discussion. And it isn't a matter of saying, oh, I think I need a will, I think I need a trust, I think I need this. No, I want to know what goes where. Children, not the children. One child is very, very well off, the other. So I don't go into all of the particulars. I want to hear what they're planning to do. And when they say, I'm thinking about doing this, I say, well, gee, that's interesting. I'm like a travel advisor, okay? Oh, you want to go here, and you're thinking about taking this route. Oh, are you familiar with that? They have boulders over here. Oh, I didn't know that. It's the same thing with estate planning. And most people don't take the time to navigate. I don't tell people where to go. I just say, okay, if you want to go here, here's several different paths.
Right.
Pick the one that you like the best.
Right. So now you're dealing with individuals then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So how have you applied your estate planning to your background with both the hospitals at this point?
Well, there's an element of philanthropy that involves estate planning. And
Okay.
so some people don't even know that they could create something in their estate for charity.
Okay.
Regardless of the organization, whether it's a hospital, whether it's a college, or whether it's a social agency.
Okay.
Part of what I do is to explain to people that there are opportunities that you can do these things. And many times people say, well, gee, I'm leaving everything to the children.
Right.
And I'll say, well, what if there's a way where you could take care of the children, not cut them out, and also do something for your favorite charity or charities?
Okay.
And most people will say, I didn't know I could do that.
Right.
So there again, we open the door to conversation where their plan of estate planning would include in some way philanthropy.
Okay.
If they have a passion.
Right.
If they don't have a passion for Emeritus, for a college or anything, they're not going to go that route.
Right, right. But that's a nice thing. At least you're able to let them know that that is an option.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So that's kind of what the class is all about, is you talk about how they can do this particular type of charity donations,
well,
right?
we include it as part of the total because when you're talking about estate planning, there are trusts, and trust can be very complicated. A lot of people don't understand the whys and wherefores, property ownership, and so there's a lot of segments. And typically, in a 2 or 3 hour presentation, you can only hit the surface items.
Right.
And so estate planning, when you get to the actual putting it into a practice, that's where you need to meet with an attorney, some advisors, so that the map that we have kind of laid out, you can put it into actuality.
What would you say is some of the most difficult things for people to plan when they are doing estate planning?
First, to come to grips with their mortality.
Right.
I joke about it because I'm 72. My parents died very, very young. I didn't think I'd make it past 60. And so I take every day as a gift. And I realized that at one day. But the thing is that prepare for it. My goodness. And most people would say, oh, gee, I'm not ready to die. I said, don't be ready to, but think about the fact that it will happen. And what the horrible, and I've seen, and many of your viewers, situations where they've seen friends, relatives where there wasn't a plan, or the plan was old and there were holes in it.
Right.
And it created more problems with the family, with the surviving family.
Right.
If I can help people avoid that, then I think that's I've done my job.
You know, something that you just said sort of reminds me that there has to be a time frame, like that you should be thinking about doing this. Is there a particular age or at a particular status in your life that you should be thinking about this?
Obviously, if there are children involved, it's immediate. I don't care the size of your estate. A lot of people say, well, I don't have an estate. And I argue with them, yes, you do. If you own a house, if you have stocks, bonds, or whatever the case may be, you have an estate. Right. Something will be distributed, whether you own it or whether your trust owns it, because now it becomes a matter of ownership.
Right.
But the fact is that we all have something, and it has to be distributed. And the question is, how much do you want to control that?
Exactly. And what happens if you don't have anything and you die?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and that's where people need to know, well, gee, I'm set up, I'm okay this way. I've left everything to my son, daughter in joint ownership. And I say, well, gee, there's some potential problems there. Have you ever considered? And again, it's a matter of question and answer. So to be able to, like I say, put them on the right track so that they can make a choice based upon informed decisions. Now, the interesting thing is that there's many charitable planning tools that are extremely beneficial to both the individual, the family, and to charity.
Right.
And so there again, part of the discussion is, well, how does that work?
Right. And your classes will cover that, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about the classes themselves. It's an estate planning course.
Right.
And how often do you teach it?
Well, right now we're doing these things on a basis where we try to schedule them like about we're in the process right now of scheduling the next one.
Okay.
So the Emeritus program is working towards having a whole program, but there's a lot involved. The process of being approved through the college takes about 1.5 years, 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So in the interim, we're working with them so that maybe once a quarter, we have a session and we talk about these things.
Well, excellent. Well, I'm sure that everyone will be looking forward to getting a hold of that class, taking it and learning about estate planning.
I hope so, because like I say, I have this knowledge. It's a joy to be able to share it, and I invite people to, if they're interested, call the Emeritus and say, I want to talk to the tall guy with the white hair.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. It was
My
nice
pleasure,
to meet you.
and thank you.
All right. All right, so if you guys need estate planning, you can contact the Emeritus and check out Jim Fry's class. We'll be right back after this.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Dental health is important, and it can be tough to find the best fit for your needs. Flora Stenger General and Specialty Dental Practice covers most of my dental needs in one location. Their on-staff specialists provide seamless services and communication between me, my doctors, and my insurance company. Located right down the road from Laguna Woods, our bus service stops right in front of their building. For the first time, I'm getting the dental care I need with the treatment I deserve. And my dental health has never been better. Call and book your first appointment today. I'm glad I did.
My name's Greg, and I'm a new resident at Laguna Woods. And one of the things that we noticed after moving in is that many people had a golf cart, and so we wanted to check that out and see what it would be like. And we checked some of the other golf cart places that are around Laguna Woods and weren't as happy as we'd like, so decided to check out Cart Mart. Came over here, met Jared. He was very forthcoming, honest, and showed us what our options were here. We didn't want a brand new one. And we really liked the club car that he showed us and bought it and have really enjoyed it. He talked to us about how to make it more customized to what we wanted. They delivered it to my home in Laguna Woods and showed us how to use it, and we were very happy with the customer service.
Welcome back. We have Karen Solis, who's here to tell us about transportation and the Plan-A-Ride and a variety of other things that they have that you can take advantage of here in the village. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's a whole lot that we talk about with transportation on a regular basis, I think, right? And we always hear about the buses and the different programs, but you're here to talk specifically about Plan-A-Ride and a few other things.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so take it away.
Okay, so Plan-A-Ride. Oh, nice. I got my drivers up there. Plan-A-Ride is a program that runs from 8 a.m. to 10:30, Monday through Saturday, and then 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Sundays, and the last pickup is at 5:45 on Sundays.
Okay.
We prefer that you call the reservation line by noon the day before, or up to a week in advance.
Oh, okay.
So you can say you've got something going on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can schedule those all with one call.
Oh, okay.
And same-day availabilities are available, but they're on availability based only. So if there's a cancellation, then you can possibly be fit in there, but same days are kind of hard.
How busy is it? I mean, is it really hard to get a same-day reservation?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so if you know ahead of time, it's definitely a better idea to call ahead of time.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Although we do try to accommodate as much as we can.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. A reminder that we do want to give is that to come out 5 minutes before your scheduled time, because that way it prevents drivers being late to their next schedule and their next appointment. And so if you request your pickup at 10 a.m., you should be at the bus stop no later than 9:55.
Okay.
So we implemented a new rule that to keep the drivers on schedule to come, if they're not out within a minute, we will leave.
Oh.
And we will call whatever phone number is provided to make sure that you're coming out, and if we don't get a response, the bus will keep going.
Okay.
Because it's making too many people late, and it's a ripple effect.
Are the bus stops fairly close to most people's homes? Okay.
Yes, and some of the Plan-A-Ride buses actually fit in certain cul-de-sacs, so they will go in straight and pick you up right into your cul-de-sac.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have you been having some difficulty with people kind of getting out there on time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So there's a tracking on our buses, and sometimes they wait until the bus is outside, and then they gather their things, and by the time they gather their things to go outside, it's been a couple of minutes, and now you've made the next person late.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Okay, so these are instructions on how to get a reservation. We got rid of the voicemail, the Plan-A-Ride voicemail, because it was a little complicated and they prefer to speak to an actual person.
Right.
So now you will always get an actual person.
Okay.
So if you leave a voicemail, they will call you back and they will schedule it on the phone with you.
Okay.
So you will need to have the following information: your name, your phone number, your man or number, any mobility devices, the date of your trip, the pickup time, and the return time.
Okay.
So as long as you have that information, you're pretty much set to make your reservation.
Now, when they do call that number, the 597-4659, the person on the other end, they will be asking them all of these things, correct? Okay. All right.
Now, if the phone lines are busy, and we've got a couple of schedulers in, but if phone lines are busy, then they will be required to leave a voicemail.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Okay. So we've got the Tuesday destination shopping.
Oh, this is a fun time.
This is my favorite. So you make the reservation by calling me at extension 4242.
Okay.
And we go to, on May 15th, we just went yesterday to the marketplace of Laguna de Gale and Playa de la Paz, which is Walmart, Costco, Vons, and Sprouts.
Okay.
And then on the 22nd, we go to the Aliso Viejo Town Center. On the 29th, Mission Viejo Mall, and June 5th, Irvine Spectrum.
Now, how long are each of these trips?
So we go from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., but there's only 2 pickups and 2 drop-offs.
Okay.
So if we pick up at 10, we pick up at 11, and then we drop off at 12:30 and at 1:30.
Okay.
So you're back at Clubhouse 1 by 2 o'clock.
Okay. So they have enough time to do whatever shopping they want to do.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Okay.
And that is on reservations only. So
it
if
is.
you don't have reservations, you can't.
Is there a maximum?
23 per bus.
And how many buses will go?
2.
Did you say 2? Okay.
2 buses.
All right, great. And then here you have, don't forget your resident ID.
Yes, if you don't take your resident ID, you can't go, even if you have reservations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they won't even let you on the bus without that?
No,
Oh, man,
I will
okay.
put my foot down.
Don't forget to bring your ID.
Yes.
All right.
So we've got another transportation information meeting on Wednesday, June 20th.
Okay.
At Clubhouse 1 in the main lounge.
Okay.
From 10 a.m. to 11:30. And then also at the Towers the same day in Lorster Hall from 1 to 2.
Okay. And this will be all of the information that you've just shared?
This will be all of the information that I just shared, also including the routes and talking about the routes, and then talking about any changes or anything new that's coming up.
Okay.
This is the best time to go.
Okay, great. Now, I imagine you have this many, it looks like once a week you're having some sort of a shopping destination every Tuesday, right?
Every Tuesday.
Okay, all right,
Every
good.
Tuesday.
How far do you go? I mean, the Irvine Spectrum is not too bad. How much farther would you go?
We go to Laguna Beach too. I think it's farther than the normal routes go.
Okay.
It is. But it's not too far where the bus can't get back within that hour.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Okay. All right, excellent. And what else do you have? Oh, Memorial Day, holiday.
Yes, the holiday. So it's only Plan a Ride. The only service will be Plan a Ride. You have to be sure to schedule your ride before Sunday, May 27th at noon.
Okay.
So just be aware, there will be no fixed routes, just Plan a Ride.
All right, all right. And then you guys have a newsletter.
Yes, the newsletter got a redo and it looks great. It's easier to read and it's more organized, and it's got all the information that I just talked about, plus the excursions that are monthly from recreation, as well as a little snippet to get to know some of our transportation members.
Yeah, well, there you have all the drivers, right?
Yes,
The
and I've got all
pictures?
the drivers in there.
Okay.
Well, not all of our drivers, just some.
Just some. Well, good, and that's nice, easily read too.
Yes.
So good. All right, good. That was 597-4659 if they had any general transportation questions.
And to make reservations.
And to make reservations for your
that's the
Plan a
main
Ride.
line.
Okay, excellent. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for your time.
Yeah, and then I also
Oh,
just
wait,
wanted
that's
to-
right. Let's not forget our little basket.
Yes.
So we have a basket in the front of our desk
Yes.
that you wanted to point out to make sure that everybody brings this size, right? Tell me
Yes.
about the basket.
So the basket is 12 by 14. And it can be as tall as you want it, but we just want it to be those dimensions.
Okay.
Because when too many carts get brought on, it makes it too hard for other people to bring in their stuff. And
Right.
So that is the size that we want to maintain and keep.
Okay, and those can fit just like that, or do they have to fold them up?
They are foldable as well, but they can fit just like that on the bus
Okay.
because we tie them down securely.
Okay.
So all the drivers will do that. But it's easier when they are that size and no bigger.
Okay, and because what's happening now?
What's happening is that, especially on destination shopping, they are bringing a lot of items on, and if we've got mobility devices, we have to accommodate for those, and it doesn't make enough space for the bus to properly be secured.
Okay, and where do you put those carts when you're on the bus? Is it right next to them, or is it in the back, or someplace?
It's in the front, and the
Okay.
driver will take it right as they walk in, and they will hook it up
Okay.
and make sure it doesn't have any movement.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Mhm.
that's great. Okay, good. I almost forgot about the basket. So good thing we didn't forget the basket.
That's a big one. I really hope that the sizes kind of go down because it's a lot to carry into your home too, like to have a big cart, you know.
Yeah, but if they're a big shopper and they've got all these bags, what are you going to do with them all?
Yes. Oh, it makes it hard.
Well, they'll have to put them on their arm and put them in the basket. But
Yeah, there's I think we had before a 3-bag maximum because it was if you can't hold it yourself, you can't bring it on the bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so that size cart and maybe another bag on top.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe they better not shop too much.
Yeah, right?
It might prevent them from shopping too much.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so make sure you guys get your little carts and don't shop too much. And don't forget to plan your ride. We'll be right back after this.
My name is Francisco Perez. I work for the Department of Transportation, and we're here to present or show the Plan-A-Ride system, which is one of the systems coming on and servicing Saturdays and Sundays all day, and Monday to Friday from 8 o'clock to 10:30 at night. If you want to use the service of Plan-A-Ride, you please call 597-4659 to make a reservation to the 2 days before or the day of by noon time. That will be the latest time that you can request your pickup for the following day. One of the topics that we like to discuss about is safety. So mainly we like to make sure for the safety of the residents to be seated until the bus stops from moving, and do not get off your seat until the driver tells you so, for your own personal safety and to avoid any accidents or falls on the bus or outside the bus. So one of the key points is the ramp. The main thing here is this ledge. People like to get off the bus and cut corners, and they can trip and fall. For their own safety, please, when you walk out of the bus, straight out and then go to your right or your left, whichever works, okay? That's one of the key points. The other key point is do not stand when the bus is in motion. Any pertinent request that you might have throughout the day, you want to get off the bus or you want to acknowledge the driver, please make sure you tell the driver when you go into the bus before he starts moving the vehicle. So that way he knows in advance where you need to get off or where would you like to be dropped off in whatever cul-de-sac request that you might have. The other topic is use the handrails. Assist yourself using the handrails of the bus to help you out in and out of the bus for your own personal safety. The other part of the system is if you have a medical aid, wheelchair, walker, when you call in to make a reservation in the main line, 597-4659, make sure you tell the dispatch person taking the reservation that you are on a wheelchair or you use a medical device, a walker, so they know in advance what to look for and be prepared when they get on onto the bus. The driver is already trained to perform the safe load and unload the wheelchair on the bus. So he will secure the wheelchair onto the bus, and he will make sure that you'll be riding safe on the bus. So that's one of the #1 things that we train our drivers, so the passenger is secure and safe while on the bus. I'm Francisco Perez. I'm here to assist you in anything you might need. Please call us at 597-4659, and I will be happy to assist you.
Well, we have an upcoming movie on Friday starring Chris Hemsworth, and believe it or not, he's not Thor.
I know.
He's not Thor in this. It's 12 Strong. It's a true story of the Army Special Forces, the Green Berets. I think you all heard of them. They really came to fruition back in, I think, the Vietnam War, if I'm not mistaken. But this follows a true story that within a couple weeks, they responded to the 9/11 attack over in Afghanistan against the Taliban, and they actually had to join forces with a warlord over there to help, who was probably fighting with the Taliban themselves, and how they came around and did not fight a conventional military campaign, but led the way for the rest of the forces to enter into Afghanistan. So a very interesting movie, action-packed for sure, a long movie, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yep.
It is rated R primarily for violence and other adult situations. It came out earlier this year. I haven't seen this one yet, have you?
Nope, I have not.
It's got a good
I'm sure I
cast.
will be, because my son certainly likes the military movies.
Yeah.
So we'll be watching that this summer.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting movie for sure. And again, based on a true story. Again, Chris Hemsworth, Michael Shannon, and Michael Pena are the lead characters in this.
And that
All
is
right.
on Friday, May 18th at 2.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
2 and 7 o'clock. Now, the weather.
Yes, how's it looking?
It's looking good. You know, we've been watching what I call sort of this reverse clearing, where the coastal areas get clearer than inland at first, and then it gets to be just an absolutely beautiful afternoon and evening. Same thing today. Now, it's still in the forecast. We may get some overnight or late to overnight drizzle into tomorrow. We'll see about that, because that low pressure system is really kind of moving northeastward. It was widespread, but never a lot of moisture in it to begin with. So we'll see. We might get something, a little dip in the temp tomorrow, and then we're going to start to make our way up to a beautiful weekend.
Looks good.
Yeah,
Looks good.
it does. We're below normal right now, but I like this weather.
I do too.
Yeah, look around the county today, absolutely beautiful. Beach communities about 67 degrees, and we got Palm Springs, if you want a little bit warmer, 92. And San Diego, Mission Bay area, head down there. I haven't been down there for a while. 71 degrees. I know SeaWorld has a new coaster that I think just opened, so does Knott's. Knott's is Hang Time, and the one at SeaWorld is called the Electric Eel.
Oh, well, that sounds dangerous.
There you go, and they both have several inversions. So if you like those,
fun.
I know the one at Knott's is one of the what they call the drop coasters, what kind of hangs and then drops. And
My
then
favorite.
And then the one at SeaWorld, they actually have it at a couple other parks.
Yeah.
And very different coaster. It's not a long type coaster.
Well, you sound
It's
like
one that
you're
goes
game
up
for
and-
anything.
We'll see. Less so than I was years ago. But
All right,
Yeah.
well, with that in mind, we're going to tell you what's going on tomorrow. We have Resident Services Update with Christine Spar. We have Jennifer Carmarker with the Globe Headlines, Susan McEnery with Social Services, and the Video Club. Have a great day.
bye-bye.